the question whether Israel can survive peace is maybe the most crucial existential question of our generation. Can the Jewish people survive without an external enemy? Even last week I was in a conversation with students in one of the colleges in Israel, and eventually we came to this issue. Why do you think that we never try to engage with the region, integrate in the region? Why all the peace agreements we had were about partition rather than about sharing? So they were thinking, and then one of them said, Avram, what do you mean? Open borders, peace like Jews are having in Europe and in the States? I said, yes, for example. So she said, does that mean that I will have to marry an Arab? I'll be able to marry an Arab and he will marry me? I said, yes, that's part of open life. She said, I don't want it. The big shtetl is a toolbox we know, and Israel is the biggest shtetl ever created.
Israelis see peace as something negative, not something good, because they believe it's been inculcated into Israeli Jews that the Arabs, because we don't use the word Palestinians, we don't recognize that identity, that category, that Arabs are our permanent enemies, and they're just waiting to ambush us. So peace is impossible. You can't trust the Arabs.
Because at the moment we are not the strongest country in this region, we should be wiped out. There is no value to peace without military total superiority. If there is no military superiority, we are not here. All the minorities in the Middle East were wiped out when they were not strong enough.
I think Israel can survive the peace. Actually, the decision makers, be they political or economic, and to some degree military, although I don't think all the military agrees, as you can see in the film Gatekeepers, with Israeli policy. I mean, they didn't accept, the heads of the Shin Bet didn't accept the idea that security is the reason why we're not giving up the occupation.
Is that the defense industry, basically?
It's the defense industry, but wider, because the defense industry permeates the entire Israeli economy. At the same time, it's a right-wing government today, and this evaluation that we can win. We can do this. We can succeed in apartheid in the way that South Africa couldn't, because we can parlay our military strength. It's both an attraction to Jewishness and this guilt about Jewishness and the Holocaust, plus the Jewish lobbies. We can parlay all this into a situation where we can maintain this indefinitely. You see, this not peace, not war, kind of a thing. So until Israel is disabused of the fact that it can win, it's not going to compromise.